Hi, welcome to Inner Jyotish, a space where the outer cosmos meets your inner cosmos. Today I'm filming in a quite unusual setting, but to me, this place is like my second home. It's a forest that I grew up in, so I'm really glad to be here and share the space with you as well. My last two videos were about Saturn causing specific avasthas, Lajjita and Kshidita, onto the sun. And those were a bit more difficult and heavier topics. So to balance this out, today I want to talk about Mudita Avastha. In English, this is the state of delight or the state of happiness. And specifically when Jupiter is causing Mudita Avastha onto the sun, as Jupiter is one of the good friends of the sun. For those who are new to this channel, I want to say that I have a full video dedicated on all of the Lajjitaadi Avasthas, the 6 psycho-emotional states that a planet can experience. So I highly recommend watching that video for a greater understanding of this system which I find to be the most fascinating about Vedic astrology. So if you want to watch that video, you will find the link below. But for this video, we will focus on one of those 6 avasthas, and it's Mudita Avastha, when Jupiter is causing that on the sun. So let's explore what happens when Jupiter is delighting the sun. In order to get a greater understanding of how this avastha works, we have to take a certain quality of the sun, a certain quality of Jupiter, and then put them together. So let's begin with the first qualities. The sun represents authority and leadership, while Jupiter represents wisdom and guidance. When Jupiter adds this energy onto the sun, it makes one a wise leader who uses their authority to guide others. So it doesn't have to be a spiritual leader or a philosophical leader. If someone has this in their birth chart, and if they are occupying a leadership position, any type of leadership position, the chances are high that this person will be a leader for their team, for their employees, for kids, whoever we're talking about, in a way that aims to guide others and aims to be a wise and well thought leader. So if you get a chance to be led by someone like this, it's truly a blessing. And when it comes down to the avasthas of the sun, Jupiter Sun Mudita Avastha is probably one of the best to make someone a really good leader, one that others truly want to follow and are inspired by. Okay, the next qualities of Sun and Jupiter. So the Sun represents self-expression and inspiration. Jupiter represents purpose and seeing the bigger, greater picture of the whole existence. When Jupiter adds this layer on top of the sun, what happens is that when the person expresses themselves or follows their inspiration, they do not do it only for the sake of self-expression. They do it because they have a greater purpose or a bigger mission. The person might feel like whatever I'm doing here is not only about me. There's something bigger about this. It goes beyond me. Or they might have a philosophical, spiritual purpose that fuels their self-expression, pushes them to go after it. And for example, I can share my personal experience because I have this Avastha in my chart. And so Vedic astrology is definitely related to my sun. It's where I feel that I express myself. I'm inspired to follow this path. But since Jupiter is aligning my sun, and my Jupiter is the strongest planet in my chart, I always feel like this path is not only about me, not only about the sake of expressing myself. I see a bigger meaning and purpose. Like, if I can help people find clarity in their life, as well as acceptance, calmness, contentment, light, how to navigate this life, and therefore there's less chaos in the world, then it's like contributing to the whole world. It's helping the whole world. And if the whole world is like less chaotic and more clear, centered, guided, then our planet can also contribute to other planets, to the solar system. The health, the harmony of the solar system can contribute to other galaxies, other stars, other spaces of the universe. Almost like creating a ripple effect of harmony and alignment. So this type of perspective, it definitely fuels me and strengthens my inspirations and my self-expression. Okay, the next thing is that the sun, again, is self-expression. Jupiter is creativity. When Jupiter adds this layer onto the sun, what happens is that typically the person is very creative and they are able to express themselves in a very creative way. Or they might be full of creative ideas. And if this person is in their right place in this life, when they are in that place, in that job, in that activity, whatever, they will be able to generate a lot of creative ideas. They will be like, oh, let's do this. Oh, I just thought about this. Let's try that. So they're like bursting with creative energy, creative inspiration. Okay, another thing. So the sun represents intelligence, while Jupiter represents growth. When Jupiter adds that layer onto the sun, what happens? One is capable of managing their life with such intelligence that it makes their life and everything around them grow and prosper. Or they are able to apply their intelligence in various situations that would lead towards growth and expansion. All right, and the last thing, so the sun, again, is self-expression. Jupiter represents joy and optimism. When Jupiter adds this layer onto the sun, what happens is that while the person is expressing themselves, following their inspirations, doing what they are inspired to do, most often they are experiencing out of that a greater sense of joy, happiness, and then with that, contentment, peace. And so that type of individual then is more even more capable of applying their sun energy out into the world, because they're so happy, they're so peaceful, content, fulfilled, that when they radiate their sense of self, it's even more inspirational. And then again, people are more likely to want to follow this person or learn from this person. So that's the Mudita Avastha. In my opinion, in theory, in practice, this is the most uplifting, the most fulfilling, the most enjoyable Avastha to have in the birth chart. And before I end this video, I would like to ask you, do you know if you have this Avastha in your birth chart? Or perhaps these descriptions reminded you of someone? And also, if you're not sure if you have this or not, then comment down below your Sun position, your Jupiter position, and then I'll let you know if this Avastha, Mudita Avastha, is in your birth chart or not. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next videos. See you!